See, look at it. You just get the whole room and everything.
This is like what it actually looked like.
No, we've seen the movies plenty of times. We all know. We've all seen the film.
This is cool. It's like they're on the Titanic.
Yeah. Yeah, you just get all that stuff over there. Of course, these doors are locked. No one would really be in them, but yeah, it's like what you would see in the actual Titanic. Yeah. Look at Titanic. See, look at B-52 was Rose's cabin from the film Titanic. And you get all these dollars right there. Yeah, you get all these rundown, damaged dollars right here. Yeah, you get all this.
It's American, French, and Australian coins.
Yeah, you get all that stuff. You get the coins right there. You get the silver certificates. Look at that one. I mean, look at you get all that, the pipe steam, you get that's get all this excess stuff right here. Get this stuff right here. Get all you get all that china from the Titanic. Yeah, you see all this valuable stuff. You get all this valuable stuff recovered from the Titanic. You get a floor tile as well. You get that silverware as well. Class dining. Look at that, first class suite. Have everything. You get suitcases, you get the actual bed. Those extremities, you get the actual mirror. The ship may have actually. Okay, you get a soap dish, you get drinking glass. That cup's in good shape.
Yeah.
Almost good shape. Get fathered. You get the boiler, you get the red lights, you get the huge, gigantic boiler. You get this right here. The water door shaft. Americas ice warning, see? The latitude and longitude position.
Masaba?
Yes, and you get the lamp, a lamp right there. I guess they would probably use on the ship. Yeah, the Mesaba. I think it was like 2 hours before the collision. They were warning Titanic about it. You get an actual boot, man's work boot. That's good. Look at it. Yeah, you get the Californians ice warning that we have stopped and are surrounded by ice. And then Titanic told them to shut up, that they were working. And you get this excess, you get this information right here. Yeah, and an iceberg right ahead. Tom Linsky's YouTube channel, Honor and Glory, Part-Time Explorer. Yep, you get that right there.
Water coming in.
Yep, starting to sink the ship. Yep, Tom Linsky put so much thought into this. That's terrifying to look at.
Yeah, I would say so.
I guess the disaster would be a lot scarier if you survived the actual sinking and make the movie a lot less.
I'd better be terrified and survive.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. But, see, look at that. No, this couldn't have been, you... See, where were they on the night of this collision? They sure could have used them to see the iceberg. I guess. Oh, look at this. I think there's actually... I heard there might be some rum still inside.
I don't know.
Wine bottles. Forge.
Iceberg right ahead on the bridge.
Iceberg, not the iceberg that took down the ship, because that most likely is no longer exists, but this is of a iceberg. You get some handprints right here, see? Look at it, you get yourselves... The hand can even fit, you get actual handprints in here, it's real ice. You get the actual docking bridge telephone stand. Of course, there's no phone in it anymore, but there was. Then, you know, for something that was at the bottom of the Atlantic for so long, this is still in pretty good shape. Docking bridge telephone handle, that's pretty valuable. Fragment first class dish, I guess you just tell from the fancy appearance that it's from first class. And you also get this broken bottle of Petrol Han Por Less Ethics, I don't know what you see. Yeah. I mean, look at the bottle, it's broken. You have clothing hook.
The broken stuff's down here.
Yeah. Wait,
Elephant pendant.
wait, let me see, an elephant pendant? Yeah, the lighting on the floor accurate mimics the size of a lifeboat. You get the little spots right there on the floor where you would have sat. This is basically how big the lifeboats would have been. Yep, a lot of these boats were launched half full. You get the lighting up there that mimics it. Picture, I guess, of a lifeboat taken from the Carpathia. From Titanic, YouTuber, Honor and Glory, Part-Time Explorer. That must have took several minutes to swing out the lifeboats, getting it ready. Yeah, no lifeboat drill. See, look at that. I think that's a davit. Yeah, probably the same exact thing right there. That they used, yeah, you get the actual davit they used to swing out the lifeboats. You get that right there. Yeah, you get like a stock pots. Oh look, this big pot has a lot of tears in it. You have some resticles from the rust eating it. Yeah, you get a piece from like a deck bench arm set. This is the only remaining piece that's left. That's the picture of it right there. You get an actual megaphone. Yeah. zoom in. Yep, that's all that's left because the megaphone rust has eaten most of it. Yeah, you get all this china that's survived perfectly. All still in pretty good shape for most of it. There's the actual picture of them. You get that right there. Porthole frame. They definitely closed them. Yep, it's rusted right now. Look at that. I think this is maybe a piece of the actual hull recovered from the Titanic. Not really sure, but just saying this. This probably is fake, but this probably is accurate to how it probably would look down there. See, look at it. You get yourself a stamp.
Yeah.
You get that. You touch the Titanic. Get an actual fragment, probably recovered from the actual wreck site. Fragment. You get all this excess stuff right here. Yeah, we all know her, the unsinkable Molly Brown. The Axe family, I guess. Get Ruth Becker. The Strausses. Ismay, the head of the White Star Line. You get Father Biles. You get this right here. See, look at it. You get yourself a stamp.
Yeah.
You get that. Get an actual towel recovered from the Titanic's wreck site. You get a postcard right here. This right here, you get that. You get this stuff right here of who it belongs to.
This is a person is sinking leaving his life.
You get this clothing right. Yeah, you get Prince of Wales vest and pants. Yep. I mean, look at that. You get this stuff right here. Gloves there. Yeah, shows you how many crew members were lost. 700. Third class. There. Down here. Second class. First class. And you get another lost. Yeah. You get a post office telegram. You get a leather pouch right there. Pretty valuable stuff. You get this.